CBS News Homeland Security correspondent Nicole Sganga continues her reporting in Minneapolis. Good morning, Nicole. What are we learning about the ICE agent involved in this deadly shooting?
Good morning, Errol. A senior Homeland Security official tells us that this agent in question was part of a specialized, highly trained unit within ICE enforcement and removal operations. Meanwhile, as federal investigators try to assess here why lethal use of force was used, state leaders are voicing concerns that they have been sidelined from this investigation.
It feels very, very difficult that we will get a fair outcome.
Minnesota Governor Tim Walz on Thursday criticized the Trump administration's decision to remove state investigators from what began as a joint effort with the FBI to examine the shooting death of 37-year-old Renee Nicole Good.
What the
The Minnesota Bureau of Criminal Apprehension said it would no longer have access to the case materials, scene evidence, or investigative interviews.
Without any of that, we would not be able to put together a quality investigation for any prosecutor to be able to make a determination as to whether or not someone should be charged with a crime.
CBS News has confirmed the agent who shot Good is Jonathan Ross, who has worked with ICE in Minnesota for nearly a decade and was involved in another vehicle-related incident in June. Court documents show he was dragged approximately 100 yards with his arm inside a car while trying to execute an immigration warrant in nearby Bloomington. Vice President J.D. Vance referenced that case Thursday as he defended Ross's use of force.
Dragged by a car 6 months ago, 33 stitches in his leg. So you think maybe he's a little bit sensitive about somebody ramming him with an automobile?
Renee Good!
Since Good's death, Trump administration officials and the president himself have argued the agent shot her in self-defense.
That is
a claim Minneapolis Mayor Jacob Frey has called, quote, a garbage narrative. John Sandwig served as an acting ICE director during the Obama administration.
How do you determine if this agent used reasonable use of force?
Nicole, you have to look at the totality of the circumstances. I have no doubt that officer genuinely felt like his life was threatened. The question is, was that a reasonable belief? Those videos are incredibly hard to watch, but they are not alone sufficient to draw a firm conclusion about exactly what happened here.
Federal law enforcement sources tell CBS News that there are now roughly 2,400 DHS agents and officers on the ground here in the Minneapolis area. We've been speaking with current and former ICE agents all week long who have expressed concerns given just the growing federal surge of law enforcement as well as the lack of de-escalation, that it's not a matter of if there is another incident on the streets again, but when, Errol.
All right, Nicole Sganga, thank you for your reporting.